this is your guy Forsen. I welcome you all once again to my guitar lessons channel. Today is also another day and we are moving on with our lessons. Today's lesson is very practical, and to me I think every guitarist must know this lesson, because whoever you are, being an intermediate, a beginner or a well-advanced guitarist, you find yourself in this problem and you have to solve it yourself as a guitarist. Today what we are going to look at is how to fix the guitar string. How to fix the guitar string. Before I move on to the main lesson, if today happens to be the first time you are watching a video on this channel, I kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that anytime I upload a new lesson, you can get the lesson and watch it easily. Also, your comments, your suggestions are highly welcome. If you don't understand anything, if you have any question, you leave them in the comment section and I'll respond to them positively for you. Subscribing and following this channel will help you to learn the guitar by yourself. Today's lesson, as I said earlier on, is how to fix the guitar string. And there are a couple of reasons that will lead or that will make someone fix a new string on the guitar. The first one is when the string is dirty. When you have a string that is dirty, you can change it, and by doing that you have to fix a new one. And the second reason is when the sound of the string sounds dull. When the sounds of the string sounds dull, you have to change it and fix new one. And the third one is when you have a broken string. When you have a broken string, you have to fix, automatically you have to fix new one. So today we are going to fix the guitar string, and the reason is that we have a broken string. As you can see on the guitar, we have one of our strings being broken. So we move straight to the practicals on how we can fix a new one on the guitar. So the string that is broken. Now one more thing, if you have a broken string, as a guitarist you decide on what to do. You decide to fix all the strings, change all of them, or you can decide to change only the broken one. So today we are going to change only the broken one, and how we fix this broken one, the same process. We use the same procedure in fixing all the other strings. So let's move on to the main practicals. As you can see, it's the G string that is broken. It's the third string, that is the G string that is broken. And before we can fix a new one, you have to take the broken string out. And in fixing the guitar string, there are some tools that you have to get with you before you start. The first one is this device that we call the winding string winder. We used to wind the tuning pegs to remove the strings or to move the strings. And the second tool that you need is a string cutter. And the third thing that you need is a set of guitar strings. A set of guitar strings. So let's move on. Before we fix the new one, we have to take this one off. And in doing that, we use the string winder to take this one off by removing the bridge pin. We have the bridge pin, which the string pin is inside. So in removing the bridge pin, you see the string winder, we have a small hole here. You put it, you fix the bridge pin on in it, then you remove it, you pull it up to remove it, because it's always fixed hard inside. Then you remove it smoothly. So now I have my bridge pin out. On the bridge pin we have a small line here. We will get to know what that line is used for. So now our bridge pin is out. It's easy for us to remove the broken string from the bridge. Now the broken string is out. You fold it nicely and then you dispose it. Now we have another broken string in the machine head on the tuning pegs. So you remove that one you can do with your hand. You bring that one out and then you fold that one too as usual. You fold it nicely and you dispose it nicely. Now we have our broken string being removed from the guitar. What next? We have to take our set of guitar strings. This is the set of guitar strings. You just open it, and when you open it, on the package you can see the description of the strings written here nicely for you to know the exact string that you are going to take from the main package. So the description, we have the string, we have the color, we have the diameter, we have the tension. What you have to focus on is the string, name, and the color. So now on the guitar, it was our G string that is broken. So we have E, B, G. The G is the third string, and the color there is green. So you have to pick all the strings, then you check the exact string that you want. Now we have this one, the colors here, we have blue and then ash. This is not what we want. We have red and the yellow. This is not what we want. Now the colors are on the pins of the strings, the string pin. That is where you see the colors. And we have another two strings here. This one is black color. This is not what we want. And this one is green color. So this is what we want. This is the third string. And on the description of the package, it was the color was green. So this is what we want. Now we have our string. We have to unfold it because it is folded like this. You have to unfold it nicely. And in unfolding it, you have to be very careful. You have to send it far away from your eyes because of how the strings are. If you are unfolding it and you don't take care, it will come straight to your eyes. So you have to send it away from your eyes just to protect your eyes. Alright, so we are unfolding our string. We are unfolding our string nicely. That's the new string. This is the new string for the guitar. So this is how the string is. Now we have to start by fixing it on the bridge. You have to start by fixing it on the bridge. Now we don't just go straight and put the string pin inside the bridge. What you have to do is that make sure that the bridge pin and the string pin goes together, and make sure that the string will enter the hole that is on the bridge pin. This hole, make sure that the string fall on that hole. So this is how it goes. The two of them are going together. You let the string go first, and then your pin will follow. But make sure the string will fall on that hole. Now they've all entered. Then you press on. You press on it. Now after doing this, you just pull it to tighten it. Because the string felt in the hole that is on the bridge pin. If you fix it, you will know. If you push it, you will know that it's really fixed very well in that hole. Now we are done with on the bridge. Now let's move to the head of the machine where we have our tuning pegs. And we are done with this side. Let me show you one more thing on the bridge. When you fix it on the bridge, we have another black line here. And this black line is having a small lines. Make sure the string fall on that line. It should be on that line. Then you push it, and there is another black line here. That is the knot. Here too we have a small line. Each of the string is having its path that it's supposed to pass. So this one, to make sure it passes through that one, then you put your finger like this. Yes, now let's look here. Now we've put in the string on the path where it's supposed to pass. Then we put it on the hole on its peg. Now the hole is on this side. So before you put it, you have to move it. You have to use the tuning pegs to move it to make sure that the hole is positioned very well for you to fix it. Yes, now I have my hole. I put the string inside. Wow. Yes, now I have my string in the tuning pegs. That is where you have to check the path of the string. You check the north side if it is on the right path. You check the bridge side if it is on the right path. Now everything is okay for me. Then you pull it. You pull it. Now we have the thing set for it to be tightened. What you have to do is to take your string winder and then you put it on the knot. Then you begin to move it. You begin to move it to tighten it. You move, 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 Move. As you are moving, the string will also be moving. As you are moving, the string will also be moving. Yes, now there is one aspect of how to fix it. Now it's fixed very well. There is one aspect, and this one, I will not advise someone to go with this one. This is the first aspect. Now the other aspect. Now let me lose the string again. I will lose it. I will lose it. I will lose it. I will lose it. Yes, I will lose it. I will lose it. So that I can bring the string out. Yes, now it's okay. Then I have my string out. Now the other way of fixing it is to let the string enter with small X's like this. Then you put your winder. Then you begin to move it. To move it, move it, move it, move it. Wait, sorry. Move it. And as you are moving, make sure that the main string pass down the excess. You move it, you move it, you move it. Sorry. You move, you wind the string. Wind, 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 wind. Yes. So let's keep winding till we consume all the excess strings. We wind, we wind, we wind, we wind. Wind, and always make sure that this main string passes under the Essex. It shouldn't be on top, it should be beneath. It should pass under. So you wind. When you realize it's going top, you put it down. You put it down. Then you wind again till it passes the down of the excess. Now you can wind because we have enough on the peg. Now we wind, we wind, we wind, keep on winding, keep on winding. Sorry, I bring it back again. Now let's continue winding. Okay, it's going up, so you have to put it, then it comes down. You wind, you wind, you wind, you wind. Alright. Yes. So as you are winding, you see this one, the tension, it will be going down because it is folding on the peg. It is folding on the peg. So you have to position your finger or your hand on it in such a way that when it's going down, you will feel it. Then you position it well on the right path that is supposed to pass. So now let's wind again as my hand is on it. Winding is going down, it's sending my fingers down, it's just going down. So now I can position it very well. Don't let the string go on the back of the other pegs. It should be inside the head. All the strings should be inside the head. So now the tension is down, so we have to position it well, and then check this side too. Then you go and wind again. Then you go and wind again, 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 again. Now it's okay. It's okay for us. Let me wind it small again. Yes. Okay. Now we are done with fixing the G string. As you can see, here is fixed very well, and it's on the right where it's supposed to be, and then on the knot, where it's supposed to be is there, and it is fixed on the peg nicely. Now after this, it's up to you for the guitarist for you to tune the string. We will have a lesson on how to tune the strings itself. But when you check, you can see we have the XX string here. You have to cut this because it's not safe. If you are going to pick your guitar and mistakenly you don't see and you go here straight, it can cause harm to your finger. So you have to cut it to have a safe string. Yes, you cut till it becomes small to the extent that it cannot cause any harm. Yes, cut again. Now it's okay for me. It's okay. Now we have our string being fixed nicely on the guitar. Now, how we fixed this string, the process we went through in fixing this string, we use the same process on all the strings. When I was fixing it, you see, I tried the first one and I went back and pulled and loosed the peg to do it again. Most beginners always find themselves in that situation. If you do that, you fix the string all right. But you will not have any string on this. So when you fix it that way and you want to tune the guitar, maybe the tuning will be very loose. So when you begin to tune and tighten the thing, you have a broken string, and the broken will come from this side. It will come directly from this side. It will not be in the middle or on the bridge. That is why you have to go by the second way that I fixed this one. This brings us to the end of today's episode or today's lesson. This is about how to fix the guitar string. Don't forget your tools. You need a string winder, you need a set of strings, you need a cutter. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. Every guitarist must know this, so that when you find yourself in a situation where you have a broken string, you will know how to fix it by yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the links to your loved ones, share to anybody you think he or she might be interested in learning the guitar. Your questions, your suggestions are highly welcome. Don't forget to ask anything. If you don't understand anything, just ask in the comment section below this channel and I'll respond to them positively. Have a nice weekend. Goodbye.